focus of the entire nation zooms in on a game like that. When it's a conference showdown, the stakes are even higher. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Bill Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Auburn Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Noles will put total leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll leave it with him. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow, the confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal, the rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
Wants to fire on second down. Looking down the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with the pick. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with the pick.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Better starting field position for this offense. Gives it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Noles want to crank the tempo. Quick release by the QB. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. To the air. It's Harbor. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Fowler. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Wants to go up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but...
Got enough space! Touchdown, Noles! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So here comes the Auburn offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Going right to work up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ashley. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. He was all by himself out there. Someone just lost track of their assignment.
And that's so frustrating because you want to make offenses earn it. And you don't want to give up big plays and bust coverages and let people run wide open, especially good players. Like, you know this guy's a good player, and you let him run wide open down the field.
Defensively, they knew they were going to see 4 verticals, right? They show that time and time again, and with this guy and his speed, this play is tailor-made for him, and they're going to have to find a different coverage to try to slow this down.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another 1st down. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Off play action. Under fire. Finds his big tight end. And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9 where it'll be 1st and goal.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And the Tigers line it up with a 1st and goal. Tight end finds a soft spot. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Quarterback keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And they did tack on the extra point. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And the rush will get to him at the 25. The Seminoles are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look,
Breaks into the open. That one can really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Rush is on him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Wise coaches say a free safety can't play if he doesn't do what he's coached to do. He also can't play if he only does what he's coached to do. Instincts there.
It's real good instinct. And you're right, Reese. If you always do the same thing over and over and you're a robot, people are going to read that. But you could tell a little bit of freestyling, but seeing it, going and getting the quarterback on the go.
All out of space. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
The run from the shotgun. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a second down. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
A designed run for the quarterback. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Seminoles pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. This quarterback part of their running game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Went to the running game on first down, now second down. Rides to back and leaves it. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9. And the Seminoles come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Seminoles! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage. Up to tack one more onto that lead.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Akron is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up 14 over Texas Tech. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. The throw to the outside is complete. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times those draw plays are successful when those defensive linemen run up the field, rush the quarterback, create some holes. Not this time. The defensive line did a really good job understanding that, seeing the draw play, getting the running back, getting his butt on the ground.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play some.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for it all. Hauls it in. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Going over the top. He's got it. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they've completely flipped the field.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That's a fly. Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing a turnover. 3rd down coming up.
A really good job by this defense staying positive. They gave up a bunch of yards, got down towards the shadow of their own goal line. 2 straight passes, 2 incompletions, trying to just get off the field here with only giving up 3 points.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Auburn! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to throw. It's Harbor. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Fowler. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Takes the easy completion. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He wants to throw it again. Takes a hit as he fires. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. They'll move the wide receiver. With the catch, it's Fowler. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And that's the beauty of this offense and this playmaker at wide receiver. Throw the ball short, but what he does after the catch, he's just got so much speed, so dynamic with the football, and this is why they get it to him short.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Florida State. Great job by the back on the option.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. They did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's got it. There he goes. He's at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a first half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. The give from the gun. Turning it on. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The Seminoles headed quickly to the line. Swings it out to his running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Harbor. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Trying to do it on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Noles!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll leave it with the lone back. And he's able to get some positive yardage before he's brought down, and that'll bring us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Auburn and ready to boot it deep to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
So now it's second and long. Out of the gun, the inside give. And he finds enough running room, and he's marked down at the 20. And the Noles moving quickly to the line. The give on the outside. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
Trying to surprise him with the pass. Got it in the middle, it's Glass. It's a seam wide open. He's at the touchdown, Seminole. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 2 to East Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And that's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Wants to go up top. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Pulls it in on the right. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Finds his man. It's Martin. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Looking to throw for it. Makes the grab down the middle. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. There are penalties you sort of forget about and others that sort of stick with you for a while. You get a play like that wiped out, that one's going to linger. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Not much of a decision to make there, as the defense will move him back. Two running backs alongside the quarterback. Back to throw, it's Harbor. Flips it out on the screen. Makes one man miss. On the move is the 30. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man by himself. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
A first down run in the red zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Gets the back moving. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
All right, so now you're in this third down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's fourth down. Fourth down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
turning to the running game here on 3rd and goal. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
And obviously that's a little bit demoralizing for the offense, having the ball down there close to the goal line on 3rd down. You'd love to be able to just trust your offensive line to get the push you need to score a touchdown, but you don't get it. You don't necessarily have to go for it here.
Entering settings screen, you have 29 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering settings screen, you have menu narration. Menu narration option is set to off.
But it doesn't help your confidence moving forward in this game running the ball. Well, everybody in the stadium thought that was an automatic 3. Not so fast. Bad miss by the kicker.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the ground with the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Time wide. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Right on target this time. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Running back searching for a hole. Breaks into the open. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And he splits the uprights, and we are tied in the 4th. Coming down the stretch in the 4th, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Knowles want to move quickly. Wants to adjust the pattern. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
I'll tell you, this guy can just take games over. He can just make things happen when it doesn't look like anything's there. That time they go RPO. They're expecting to throw the football and have to make a play, but nobody's open. This is like Sandlot football. He just tucks the ball himself, and he goes and gets it. He knows where he is on the field. He knows where he needs to get that first down. He's just playing above the X's and O's right now.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Offense lining up quickly.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He's got it on the right. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on 3rd down. From the gun, running back on the move. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They want to run this quarterback. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Man, oh man, the offensive line probably just swelled up a little bit, relying on them on that type of 4th down play.
Oh, and in that kind of situation, if you're the back, there can be no hesitation. You know you can't be dancing around. If you see the crease, you've got to put your foot in the ground and go get it, and he did it right there.
The Seminoles have this offense rolling. To the air, it's Harbor. The screen, and watch out. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now on 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a 1st down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
To the ground, he's got it again. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
I love the play called running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. On the move.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the 1st one they've used this half. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And now they've taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's taking the deep shot. Pulls it in on the left. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
And I like what this offense did, man. They go four verts and stretch the field, put a lot of stress on the safeties and the DBs. And then what do? You find your matchup. You find your guy that can absolutely fly out wide, throw the ball up, let him go get it and make the big play.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
Really good job by this defense. Way to be dialed in and understand. It's a pass, and they're trying to throw the football down the field, and that clock is ticking, but understanding what you're playing against. A guy that can absolutely fly. Nice job.
Turning it on! And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock as the offense moves closer, trying to pull it out.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Auburn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Love the play call by the offense. Love drag routes down this close to the goal line. 1st down, you're just trying to get an easy completion, catch and run, walk in, score. Defense made a nice play. They made the tackle, so now you got to turn the page. You got to find something here on 2nd.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Caught in the backfield. It's Marsh. Touchdown, Auburn. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play. 1st snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Harbor. Bringing the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
To the air on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do affect his accuracy, and it falls incomplete.
Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake. Hit as he throws. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock.
What a big play in the 4th quarter when you're trailing and you really needed to get a 1st down here. Nice job by the quarterback, making the pass, getting the 1st down.
Motion from the back. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it falls incomplete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the fourth quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Dropping back, it's Harbor. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
It'll be third and long. Looking to throw. Right down the middle. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
After that incompletion, there is so much pressure now on this quarterback to come up with a big play. They need to score a touchdown. They need to keep this drive alive to have any shot at winning this game. But it all comes down to this play right here.
The clock is relentlessly working against them. Down 4. They'll go for it on fourth down. Pocket breaking down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes second and 13. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll use the timeout, 6 seconds left on the clock. Don't want to risk anything here. The quarterback takes a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. Two ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move on.